Hola, mi nombre es Daniela Cepeda Martínez de Promoción de Paz, su maestra de inglés, y el día de hoy vamos a continuar con nuestra segunda clase. Today's topics include adjectives to describe personal behavior in relation to moral values and models. We're going to start with the first topic. Adjectives to describe personal behavior in relation to moral values are used to describe your personal attitude and behavior. Some of these words that you see over here are part of the vocabulary of moral values that we have seen before. For example, fair, faithful, honest, just, loyal, responsible, tolerant, and trustworthy. If you can repeat these words with me, it would be very helpful to upgrade your speech. For example, we're going to describe ourselves using adjectives to describe our personal behavior. For example, I am responsible and trustworthy. Soy responsable y de confianza. I am always tolerant and respectful with every person I know. Siempre soy tolerante y respetuosa con cada persona que conozco. I consider that everyone should be honest and fair in every situation. Considero que todos debemos ser honestos y justos en cada situación. Now we're going to see models. Models, or modal verbs, are auxiliaries that help the main verb to express attitudes, suggestions, and opinions. This table over here and this picture over here are very important and key components to understanding modal verbs. Modals include words such as should, advisory suggestion, could, might, and would. Each one of these words have specific uses as mentioned here on this table. Could in Spanish would be puede o podría. Might, a lo mejor. Would, condicional, and should, debería. When you're using modal verbs in your sentences, you will want to start with the subject, I, for example, then the modal, should, and then an infinitive verb without the word to. I should be, and a complement, a good student. Mary would think to tell the truth. This is the basic way to make a sentence using modal verbs. We're going to see some examples so you can understand it a little bit better. First, we're going to use the modal verbs in affirmative form. Number 1, we could go to the movies next Saturday. Podríamos ir a ver a las películas el próximo sábado. Peter might take the bus tomorrow. Peter, a lo mejor, toma el autobús mañana. Mary would think to tell the truth. Mary podría decir la verdad. I should clean my bedroom today. Yo debería limpiar mi cuarto hoy. Now we're going to see the negative form. As you can remember in previous topics, when you want to use a negative form, you want to add an N, an apostrophe, and a T in words like would, should, and could. For example, I wouldn't eat all of this food. Yo no podría comerme toda esta comida. Number 2, she might not go to her skating class tomorrow. Ella a lo mejor no va mañana a su clase de patinaje. 3, it shouldn't rain tomorrow. Mañana no debería llover. Number 4, I couldn't pick up the phone. Yo no pude levantar el teléfono. And now we're going to see the interrogative form to ask questions. Number 1, what should we do for tomorrow's party? ¿Qué deberíamos hacer para la fiesta de mañana? As you can see, in interrogative form, we have a question mark and it's to ask a question. Number 2, could you go to the supermarket tomorrow? ¿Podrías ir al supermercado mañana? Number 3, might it be better to sleep earlier? A lo mejor sería bueno dormir más temprano. Would you like to eat pancakes for breakfast? ¿Te gustaría desayunar hotcakes al desayuno? To review today's class, remember that modal verbs include words such as could, might, would, and should. Each of these words have specific uses, as you can see in the table I placed before. You should study the table and you should try to make your own sentences using modal verbs. Also, if you want an extra challenge, you can perhaps generate sentences using modal verbs and adjectives relating moral values. Entonces recuerden que los modal verbs incluyen 4 palabras, cada uno con su uso. Y como les mencionaba, pueden hacer algunas oraciones que contengan estas palabras, sea en una forma afirmativa, negativa o en forma de pregunta. Y como les comentaba, si quieren un reto o un reto personal, pues podrían generar oraciones que incluyan modal verbs y los adjetivos relacionando los moral values. Entonces, ya se acabó la clase de hoy. Today's class is over. Thank you for your attention. If you have any question, you can ask and I will try to respond and make better videos. And we'll see each other on the next class. Gracias y nos vemos pronto.